Hello, my name is Professor Roberto Ribas. Welcome to Scottsdale Community College Math 142 Online. And I wanted to point out a few of the attributes a student needs to have success in an online learning environment. First thing is you need to be self-motivated. This is somewhat obvious. You don't have a class every day that's setting your time frame to work and your progress pace. So you need to be the one from your own internal resources that motivates yourself to work for this course. Second thing is computer literate. Inevitably, I have students who sign up for an online course who really don't use computers very much. I mean, I've had emails through the years where someone will say, I've never used a computer, but I want to take an online course. Well, that is actually probably not a good idea. If you're going to receive all of your instruction through an online environment, you need to be familiar with online resources. So what I mean by computer literate, you don't have to be an IT expert, but you do need to be someone who uses email, can watch a YouTube video, can attach a file to an email, knows how to do things on their computer that come up in every day. I'm not the IT person, so when something doesn't work on your computer, I'm really not the person who's going to be able to solve it. But for to be in this class, you really need to have a basic level of computer literacy. So if you have a question about any of these things we're going over, you can certainly email me at roberto.ribas@sdcmail.maricopa.edu and we can discuss it. So you need to have internet at your house. This course takes a considerable amount of online time, so you need access to internet. And while it's possible to do it all on school computers or at the local library, you need to be very dedicated in your self-motivation and time organization to make that a reality. So I would suggest it's really probably better if you have internet, preferably even high-speed internet at your house. Okay, and time organization. In this class, we're going to do the same amount of work as a regular class. So if you think about it, a regular class meets 3 hours a week. And the regular class teacher is expecting the students to work 3 to 6 hours for each week as well. So that's a total of 6 to 9 hours a week as an average. So your time management for my course online needs to sort of estimate that some of these weeks you're going to require a full 9 or 10 hours of work. Some may go easier for you and may not require that much, but in no case can you count on logging in the night before the entire week's work is due and finishing in an hour or two because that's all the time you have. So you'll need to plan your time in the week to have a couple of days to work on some of these assignments. And that way, if you run into a stumbling block on any one assignment, you'll have time to reach for another resource. For example, to send me an email, I'm really not understanding some section, and then I can respond to that. That won't work if it's midnight the night before the entire block is due. So time organization combined with your computer skills and self-motivation are the skills we're needing and the attributes you need to have for success in this course. And the fourth one is academically well prepared. And by that I mean to be in this course you need to have passed Math 120 or tested into it directly in your placement test. But additionally, for an online course, I would suggest that it's better if you were sort of not barely in this course. And by that I mean if a student took Math 120 4 times and then finally passed it with a C after 2 years of trying, that's probably not the best student for an online course. That student probably would do better to have a teacher to help them along the way. And they've sort of proven that by having such a trouble with the previous course. So I would say a B or better is sort of a recommended requirement in the prior course, Math 120, in order to be in Math 140 in an online environment. So if you're saying, wow, I'm not sure that this is me, I wanted to point out, at least for this spring, if you're watching this in a later date, spring 2011, I have a hybrid version of this course running as well that meets Tuesday at 1:30 to 2:45 here at the campus. It will cover the same online things you're looking at. In fact, those students are in the online course with you as far as the online work, the discussion boards, and all the homeworks you're seeing if you've looked into the Blackboard space. But they have the additional advantage of this hour and 15 minutes a week meeting with their professor. So that class has a few seats available as of today. So if you think you would be better served by the hybrid course, by all means sign up for the hybrid switch sections. Now I want to give you some basic information. I'm actually filming this in my office with the CM407, and I have office hours here a couple days a week, which you'll notice on your syllabus. And you're more than welcome to come by there. I'm also going to be online during office hours, so you can reach me through online methods. That will be in the syllabus as well. And a couple days a week, I will have purely online office hours. And I've got a poll to see what kind of technologies you students typically use, whether you use Skype or Gmail or what. So I can try and align what I'll be available on to what I see that students actually use on a regular basis. Now I wanted to point out in my course, the course has 15 blocks plus a block 0, which is an introductory block. A block is basically equal to a week. These blocks have deadlines, which are in your schedule, which you'll hopefully have located on the left side of the Blackboard page as well. And those deadlines you need to be aware of, because if you don't complete a block before the deadline, you will suffer point deductions, which are outlined in your course syllabus. So a block is equal to a week, which we know can be 6 to 10 hours of work. The deadlines are in the schedule. If you don't finish a block, and by finish, I mean complete all the work in there to a 70%, i.e. passing level or better, you will be deducted points. I'll give you 3 passes, because I understand we can have things in life that come up. Maybe your computer is not working that day. Maybe Blackboard isn't working one day. But all of those are lumped into the 3 sort of freebies you get on the deadlines. I will be printing the grade book at the deadlines and seeing who didn't do it on time. And as I note those in your grade book, if you pass 3 times that you didn't complete the entire block on time, you will begin losing points per your syllabus. The deduction is outlined in your syllabus. So it makes sense to just get the work done on time and get full points for your work. You can still improve your scores after their deadline. I don't typically turn them off, but there is a deadline and you need to do the work by the deadline. So hopefully this has cleared up some of the expectations for the online course and served as a little bit of an introduction. Once again, welcome to Math 142 here at SCC. I'm looking forward to this being a great semester. Whether you're in a hybrid class, online class, you decide to take a regular face-to-face class, you know, they're all great methods of learning Math 140, which is a really valuable course to use mathematics in the real world. It's no longer so much about algebra and playing with X and Y. We're going to talk about things in here like finance, home finance. The material in this course could have saved somebody from buying an ill-priced home and making a horrible mistake in the housing market. We're going to talk about statistics that we see in the news every single day that are often misdone in the news and where we get our resources for information. We're going to talk about mathematics that really are applicable to everyday life and to your futures. So it's a valuable course besides the credits that you're going to receive. And I'm thankful that you're here joining me on this journey into mathematics applied to our real lives. Have a great semester.